Good morning, students. Now today we will begin with the radicals. Okay. Today we will begin with the radicals. Valency, variable valency for making of a formula of a compound, about molecules, atomicity, everything I have explained till here. Now about radicals. What are radicals? See here, radicals are kind of entity that can be an atom with a charge or a group of atom behaving as a single atom with charge on the group. Okay, so is known as radicals. So radicals, what is radicals? Radical is actually a kind of entity, एक चीज है. Okay, एक एलिमेंट है. अंडरस्टैंड, दैट कैन बी एन एटम, जिसमें जो कि एक एटम हो सकता है एंड कैन बी अ ग्रुप ऑफ एटम, और या तो फिर एटमों का ग्रुप है लेकिन उसको हम सिंगल यूनिट ही मानेंगे, सिंगल एटम ही मानेंगे, उसको कंसीडर वही करेंगे जिसपे चार्ज भी प्रेजेंट है, चार्ज. अंडरस्टैंड. नाउ सी हियर, रेडिकल हैज अ वैलेंसी 2. रेडिकल्स हैज वैलेंसी आल्सो एंड टेक पार्ट इन chemical reaction as a single unit and take part in a chemical reaction as a single unit. For example, see some examples. For example, what we have: H plus, Na plus, okay, H plus, Na plus, Ca2 plus, Ca2 plus, then we will have Zn2 plus, Zn2 plus, and also we will have iron Fe2, Fe3 plus, iron Fe3 plus. So all these are the examples of the radicals. All these are the radicals, okay, having charge on it. Okay, this charge is actually a valency only. This charge is actually a valency only attached on it. Okay, so hydrogen is a monovalent. It is a monovalent. Why? Because it having a one charge. Okay, so it is a monovalent. Okay, sodium also a monovalent. Why? Because it is having a only one plus charge. Okay, so it is a monovalent, and they both having a valency 1. They both having a valency 1. Calcium and zinc, they both are divalent or bivalent. Why? Because they both having a valency 2. They both having a valency 2. So they both are bivalent or divalent. And Fe having a 3 plus as a valency and charge on it. So it is a trivalent. Okay, it is a trivalent valency. It is monovalent. Monovalent. Okay, and this is bivalent. This is trivalent. Okay, so and the plus charge which is attached on the upper head on it is actually a valency only. Okay, now see here, that charge can be in positive and can also be in a negative. Radicals are positive also, radicals can be negative also. See here, some negative: fluoride F minus, this is fluoride. Okay, then chloride Cl minus, Cl minus. Okay, then we will have hydroxide OH minus, hydroxide OH minus. Then carbonate, carbonate means CO3. Carbonate is represented by CO3 and it having a minus 2 charge on it. Okay, carbonate. After carbonate we can have sulfate SO4, SO4. Okay, sulfate is represented by SO4 with minus 2 charge on its head. Okay, and then phosphate, we will have phosphate also, PO4 minus 3. Okay, so fluorine and fluoride and chloride having one negative charge on it and it having a negative charge. Okay, OH minus, that means it is a hydroxide radical, it is carbonate radical having a minus, it having a minus 1 charge on it. okay, hydroxide, and carbonate having a -2 charge on its head. Sulfate is also negative radical having -2 charge on it, and this is phosphate, and this is having -3 charge on it, and this charge is actually a valency of the radicals. Okay, so about this there is a chart given on page number 37. On page number 37, okay, page number 37, there is one positive charge and one negative charge. A table is given, actually table 4.5 and 4.6, table 4.5 and 4.6 is given about the radicals and their charge on their head. Okay, radical with a charge, it is given on that table, and those table is very important. You need to by heart it. Okay, learn it, very important. Surely ask some question from these table given in this chapter. Okay, all the tables which is given in this chapter is very important. You need to learn all these table. Okay, very important. So this is about radicals. Okay, this is about radical. Radical is a kind of entity that can be an atom with a charge or a group of atom behaving as a single atom with a charge on the group. Group of atom like this, calcium and oxygen, they become carbonate. Group of atom SO4. Okay, group of atom having a charge on it. Okay, so this is a group of atom. Okay, rest the valency is having, and they all act as a single entity. Okay, so this is about radical. Okay, radical can also take part in chemical reactions. Okay, and after reacting it will form formula. Okay, now see here, radicals are capable of independent existence. Okay, radicals are capable of, it is capable of, radical are capable of independent existence. Okay, independent existence. Okay, it can exist independently. Okay, now see here, but they generally behave as a compound. Okay, they can exist independently, but they mostly form compound. Okay, compound, but they mostly form compound. Now see how the with the help of radical how we create formula. Now see here, suppose we will have Zn, zinc. Okay, and zinc having valency, that means charge how much, +2. Okay, it having a charge +2. Okay, that is valency. Then what happens, consider any other element of negative charge. Okay, any other element of negative charge with same unit, that means -2 it need to have. Why? Because it also need to have a -2 charge, same unit. Okay, and but in negative one. Okay, so we will have carbonate, you can consider carbonate. Okay, CO3, I thought CO3. Okay, and it having a -2 charge. Okay, zinc having +2 charge, carbonate having -2 charge. Okay, so what happens, they both will form a compound, and why, after transposing their valencies, what happen, Zn2 and CO3 2. Okay, and they both having a common factor, that is 2. Common factor they both having, which is 2. So they both divide by 2. Okay, so after dividing, what they will form, ZnCO3. ZnCO3, which is zinc carbonate. Okay, which is zinc carbonate. Understand? So they both having a the valency of 2 will come here, and the valency of 2 come here, and listen here, these valency will come at down, leaving their positive and negative charge. They will leave there and they will come down like this. It will +2, it has gone here but without sign. -2 came at the subscript without sign. Okay, now they both are a common factor. which is 2, and so they both will divide by 2 and the leaving this as a zinc carbonate formula. Okay, so what happens, what we have learned? We have learned that by this with the help of radicals we can create a formula. Okay, now see here, जिंक है, जैसे हमने जिंक को लिया, जिंक के ऊपर क्या है, चार्ज क्या है, प्लस का 2 है, तो हमें ऐसा ही एक दूसरा एलिमेंट लेना पड़ेगा जिसमें चार्ज 2 ही हो लेकिन नेगेटिव में हो. ठीक है, सेम यूनिट चार्ज होना चाहिए. ठीक है, ये प्लस में है तो ये माइनस में हो. ठीक है, लेकिन सेम यूनिट का, तभी हम कंपाउंड बना सकते हैं. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि जिंक के ऊपर +2 चार्ज हो और कार्बोनेट के ऊपर -1 चार्ज हो या -3 चार्ज हो, तब वो नहीं बना सकते. ठीक है, दे बोथ हैविंग अ सेम यूनिट चार्ज. सो व्हाट हैपन, दे विल replace Zn2CO3, they will replace and will form a compound. Okay, they will form a compound on it. Okay, see here, it is written here, radicals are capable of independent existence but they generally form compound. It is written on page number 37 below chart table 4.6. Okay, but they generally form compound. Compound of this kind are formed by the combination of opposite charge radicals, in such a manner that the charge are neutralized by each other. Okay, so opposite charge radicals such that they both are neutralized by each other. For example, calcium having +2 charge, it is a radical, will require only one carbonate -2 radical to neutralize its charge to form a compound CaCO3, calcium carbonate. Okay, similarly Mg2 plus radical with will require 2 OH minus radicals to form MgOH2, magnesium hydroxide. Okay, so what we have learned, हमने क्या सीखा कि जिंक जिसके ऊपर क्या है, पॉजिटिव का चार्ज है और कार्बोनेट के ऊपर नेगेटिव का चार्ज. तो हमें अगर कंपाउंड का फॉर्मूला बनाना है बाय द हेल्प ऑफ रेडिकल, हमें क्या चाहिए होगा, हमें एक पॉजिटिव कहते रेडिकल और एक नेगेटिव रेडिकल. ठीक है, एंड वन मोर थिंग आई वांट टू रेक्टिफाई हियर दैट इट हैविंग अ पॉजिटिव 2 चार्ज, इसके ऊपर नेगेटिव 2 चार्ज है और वो भी -3 भी हो सकता है, -1 भी हो सकता है. पहले मैंने बताया था क्या कि इसके ऊपर -2 ही होना चाहिए ना, ये +2 है तो -2 ही वाला एलिमेंट हम लेंगे, लेकिन ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है. ठीक है, ऐसा मिल जाए तो अच्छा है लेकिन जरूरी नहीं है. हम क्या कर सकते हैं, हम -1 वाला भी रेडिकल ले सकते हैं, उससे भी कंपाउंड बन जाता है. -3 वाला भी ले सकते हैं, उससे भी कंपाउंड बनते हैं. ठीक है, तो वो उस चीज़ को छोड़ दो, अभी जो बता रहे हैं उस पर ध्यान दो. Zn+2CO3 -2 will form a compound. Now see few more examples. Okay, see here few more example I will take. Now see magnesium hydroxide, Mg having charge +2 on it. Okay, Mg having charge +2 on it. Okay, and hydroxide OH, it having a charge -1 on it. Okay, hydroxide is having a -1 charge on it and it having a +2 charge. So this is positive radical, this is negative radical. What happens, the valency will transpose. Okay, it will transpose. What happens, Mg and Mg1OH2, Mg1OH2, this one will come here and this 2 will go here, and I have said that the negative and positive charge will leave here, they both will come after leaving its positive charge, and one will also come here after leaving its negative charge. So the formula will be MgOH2. Okay, this is magnesium hydroxide. Okay, this is the formula of magnesium hydroxide. Okay, MgOH2. Okay, like that we can form any of the formula. Okay, suppose we will have potassium K. Okay, suppose we will have potassium K. Okay, potassium K, and K having which charge, K having 1 positive charge. Okay, and we will take any oxide. Okay, oxide O having minus 2 charge on it. O having minus 2 charge on it. So what happens? They both will change their valencies, transpose their valency. It will become K2 and it will become O. K2O, that means it is a zinc oxide. It is, oh sorry, zinc, potassium oxide. Okay, potassium oxide. Okay, K is for potassium, K represent potassium, O for oxide, K2O. Okay, so by this, with the help of radicals, we can make a formula. So radical is a entity which having a positive as well as negative charge on it, and that is also considered as a valency, and they behave as a single atom or a group of atom having a single entity. Okay, and they also take part in chemical reactions. They have their its own independent existence, but mostly they will seen in the compound form. Mostly they will see in the compound form. Okay, and by the help of radical also we can create a formula. Okay, so both the table is very important. Now see, we will having a table 4.7 also. Okay, table 4.7. Table 4.7 is also given in the book on same page number 37. Okay, it is given on the same page number 37. Sodium hydroxide NaOH, ammonium hydroxide NH4OH. Okay, ammonium nitrate, potassium sulfate, ammonium sulfate, copper carbonate, sodium hydrogen carbonate. So every formula is given here. Okay, you need to by heart it, you need to learn it. Okay, so I have told you about the radicals, how to create a formula by the help of radicals. Okay, now we will study now see here, the next topic is about periodic table. Okay, but before we will have the difference of atom, molecules and radicals. Okay, the difference between atom, molecules and radical is given in the next page, and that is also important. You need to study that. Now I am telling you some there are 4-5 properties is given. The first one is about independent existence. So do atom have independent existence? Atom don't have independent existence. They cannot exist independently. Okay, when they will form molecules, then only they can exist independently. So atom don't have, but molecules have independent existence. Molecules are capable of existing independently, and radical also, they are also capable of existence independently. Second is about charge. So atom are not charged. Atom are not charged. Okay, molecules, they are also not charged, but radicals are charged particles. Okay, radicals are the charged one. Okay, then third is valencies. Atom, yes, it also has a valency. Molecules, they don't have a valency. Atom has valency, but molecules, they don't have valency. And radicals, yes, they also have a valency. Fourth is number of constituent element. How many element form? So atom has only one atom. Okay, so only one. Molecules, one or more than one. Okay, radicals, one or more than one. How it take part in chemical reaction. So atom, they directly take part in chemical reaction. Molecules, what they happen? They will first break into the particles into the atom, and then they will take part in chemical reaction. And radicals, they take part in chemical reaction as if a single unit. Okay, so all these are the difference given about atom, molecules and different radicals. Okay, these are the difference. Now next we have to study about the periodic table and valencies. Okay, that we will study in our next video. So till radical you need to study very deeply, and all the tables which is given in this chapter, I am telling this after every 10-15 minutes, that the table which is given in this chapter are very important. This chapter is actually very important. Okay, very important chapter. If you will not able to understand this chapter, you will always be weak in subject chemistry. So this subject is this chapter is very important. You need to see the video and need to read the chapter at least twice or thrice, then only you will able to understand the chapter and the formula will be by hearted to you only then. It is not just once you have read and you will came to know about every facts. You need to read about 3-4 times and need to revise after learning the table. You need to revise those table after a regular period of time. Okay, that means you need to revise those tables, okay, after every 3-4 days, so that you will able to learn them and it is very good for you, not just in the point of view of examination, it is also about the knowledge of the chemistry. Okay, thank you.